Hi there, and welcome to another edition of 5th grade math. I'm Mr. Manella, and joining me once again is my assistant, Stu. How are we doing today, Stu?
I can't complain.
You can't or you won't?
Well, I suppose I could. Do you want me to complain? Because I've got this.
No. Forget I said anything. I'm sorry. We don't need you to complain. Okay?
All right, whenever you're ready.
I'm ready now. Let's move on.
All
Okay,
right.
today we're going to be learning about rounding numbers. Do you know what rounding numbers means?
Is that like when you sand the edges of something to make it smooth and round?
Yes and no, actually. Think of it this way. What number is nice and round?
Oh, bodacious zero, my hero.
That's right, the always heroic zero. When we
Yeah,
round numbers, we turn them into numbers that end with a zero.
Oh.
And sometimes it's a lot of zeros.
Oh.
Let's take a look. Okay, here we have the number 378. If we wanted to round this number, we have a couple options. How we round it depends on what place we round it to. Let's say we're rounding it to the nearest 10. What digit is in the tens place?
7.
Right, so let's underline that. Now, when we round to the nearest 10, that means we are going to find which complete 10 we are closest to. Do you know which two tens 78 is between?
I don't see any 10s, Mr. Manella. It's just next to a 3.
I mean that if you counted by tens, which one would come before 78 and which one would come after?
Oh, 70 and 80.
Correct. And which one is it closer to?
78 looks like it's closer to 80 than 70.
Indeed it is. Let's look at why. Let's go back to the good old number line.
Yeah.
It usually helps us see where the numbers are better.
Yeah.
This number line goes from 70 to 80, and in the middle we have 75. Now, 78 is more than 75, so it'll go on this side, close to 80. That means when we round to the nearest 10, we're rounding to 80. So when we round 378 to the nearest 10, we round it up to 380.
We don't do anything with the 3?
Nope, because the 3 is in the hundreds place, and that is to the left of the place we are rounding to. Anything to the left gets left alone. Left alone. Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
You're not laughing.
I never said it was funny.
Ouch, my feelings.
Oh. Mr. Manella.
Yes.
I remember some trick about rounding from 4th grade. When you round to a certain place,
Yeah.
don't you look at the number to the right of it?
Yeah, what else do you remember?
I think that if the number to the right is 5 more, you round up. And if the number to the right is less than 5, you round down.
That is exactly right.
Oh!
Let's see how that works.
I remember stuff.
Yeah, let's see how that
Fourth grade
works.
teacher's going to be so proud.
Who was your 4th grade teacher?
Miss Martinez.
Oh, well, she will definitely be proud.
Yeah.
She's an awesome teacher.
Yeah, she was.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you the student she was always complaining to me about?
What?
Yeah, she was like, you kept trying to communicate with the guinea pigs?
I mean, I speak a lot of languages.
You speak guinea pig?
Yeah. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Did they ever talk back?
Oh, yeah.
Did you understood them?
Yeah, they really prefer red peppers and watermelon rinds. Those were their favorites. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take your word for that.
Yeah.
Because we need to check something out. We need to check out how rounding works with decimals.
Oh!
Yes,
Oh,
with
okay.
decimals.
Let's go.
All right. Good news, everyone! Unlike our last video, when comparing decimals got tricky, rounding with decimals is not tricky. The rules aren't any different than rounding with whole numbers. Let's say we have the decimal 4.835. We're going to round it to the nearest hundredth, so let's underline the hundredths place. Always underline the place you're rounding it to. It really helps you stay organized.
I've seen your closet. You love being organized.
It's so true and so satisfying. And you also have been sleeping in my closet because you're afraid of the wind, so make sure you don't mess up that organization.
I mean, the wind was really fast and scary.
Yeah, you made a bed out of my basketball equipment.
It was so cozy.
Yeah.
It smelled funny.
Well, I think I know what the reason it smells funny is. And it's not because I play basketball with that equipment. It's because someone made a bed out of it and was like putting part of his body into the shoes.
What?
Like a sleeping bag.
So warm.
Yeah. All right, we need to move on. Okay? So, what number is to the right of the hundredth place?
The 5, because the 3 is in the hundredths place.
Right, and since you told me the 5 means we round up, the 3 becomes 4. And what does the 5 turn into?
0, because we are rounding. Gotta add that bodaciously round 0 when you're rounding, you see.
That's absolutely right, but I've never thought of 0 as bodacious before. That said, it's important to keep an open mind. Now, let's try it if we rounded our new decimal, which is 4.840, to the nearest tenth. I underline my 8 in the tenths place, and what number do I look at to see if I round up or down?
I think the 4 to the right of it. And I think you're going to round down because it's less than 5, but does that mean your 8 turns into a 7?
Excellent question, but no, that is not what that means. 84 is between 80 and 90, so when I round down, I'm going down to 80.
Oh.
Even though we call it rounding down, we don't actually change the underlying number. So my new decimal would look like this.
Oh, I see it now. Well, what if we keep going and round to the ones place?
That's called rounding to the nearest whole number, and that means we underline the 4 and look at the number to the right of it, which is 8. Will we round up or down?
Up, because 8 is more than 5.
Exactly. 4 rounds up to 5, 8 turns into a 0, and now we have 5.000, also known as 5. Okay, pretty cool, right? Again, here it is on the number line. 4.800 is between 4 and 5, but it is greater than 4.500, which is the halfway point. So to round up to the nearest whole number, we have to round it up to 5.
Yeah, I see. But did we really just turn that 48 into a 50?
Yeah, in a way we did. With rounding, we're always trying to see what the closest 10 is. It's just that sometimes that 10 isn't in the tens place.
Oh, nope, you lost me.
Okay, so let's say you have 59 Benjamins. How much money is that?
Benjamin's my one true love. Well, those and talkies. 59 Benjamins is 59 times 100, which is 5,900.
Right, and if we rounded those 59 hundreds to the nearest 10 hundreds, also known as 1,000, we would get 60 hundreds, which is 6,000, okay? So when rounding, oops, there we go.
Oh, there you go. You got it.
I'm still figuring out this camera thing.
Yeah, me too.
You know, because it's like, and now I just erased part of the 10 with my finger, so now I've got to redo that, you know? But we're not going to cut the video.
Backwards.
We're going to keep rolling because we're authentic here.
We
okay?
are. This is how we rock and roll.
We don't try to hide our mistakes.
No,
because
they're everywhere.
Yeah. Mistakes. Hey! I think I was just insulted.
What? No. You never. No. Okay. Wait. What were we talking about?
Mistakes are how we learn. Because when you make a mistake, you have to correct that mistake, and then your brain gets, more knowledgeable about things. So anyway, okay, we got a number line, right?
Yeah.
And when we're rounding, we stick the idea that we're between a 0 and a 10, okay?
Yeah.
And 5's in the middle, all right?
Yeah.
So like our number line we got here, all right?
Yeah.
And if we're on the 1 to 4 side, we round down. And if we're on the 5 to 9 side, we round up. We're just trying to get to the closest 10, whichever way it is, all right?
Okay.
And then that could be a plain old 10 or it could be 10,000, okay?
Sweet. Can I have $6,000 now?
Absolutely not.
What?
You don't need that money, okay? You don't need that many Takis. You don't need to buy whatever else you buy. You wouldn't even be able to fit any of that stuff in the apartment, okay?
Yeah.
The mail carrier wouldn't be able to carry $6,000 worth of Takis. Like, no. You absolutely cannot have $6,000.
Always worth trying.
Yeah, I mean, I respect the hustle, but no.
Okay. So we're just getting between tens, whatever 10 it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the idea.
Now maybe we need a recap.
Let's do that.
Time for a recap.
Okay.
I'm feeling a little fuzzy. Are you recording?
You're a little fuzzy. You're entirely fuzzy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, did you just wipe your nose on my arm?
It gets stuck in my mouth sometimes.
Your nose gets stuck in your mouth?
No, my fuzz.
Oh, well, yeah. Your hair in the mouth is never pleasant, especially when you're all hair, I guess.
Yeah, like a carpet.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. I think
like a shag carpet.
Yeah. Those are classy.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Where were we? What?
We were recapping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, to recap, Stu was brushing out his mouth because he's like a shag carpet. And this is what it's like all the time.
Yeah.
It's just a lack of hygiene, an abundance of hair.
What?
And
yeah.
It's I don't really even.
But you know, I'm just a Muppet.
You are.
Yeah.
But you're my Muppet.
Aww.
And I couldn't imagine life without you at this point.
Yeah, it'd be so boring.
And peaceful.
Yeah, it would round down.
So peaceful. But who needs peaceful when you've got math, okay?
Yeah.
So, I wanted to recap, all right?
Yeah, let's recap.
When rounding, all right? When you're rounding to a specific place, you underline that place and you look at the number to the right of it.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
And if that number is 1 through 4, you round
down.
Correct. And if that number is 5 through 9,
you round up.
Absolutely, okay?
Yeah.
And anything to the left of the underlined place gets left alone.
Still not that funny.
Tough crowd. Man. All right. This concludes our video lesson.
Bye.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.